Dog's all a bit tired after a weekend of hunting, although Johnny never seems to get tired. Nut. Poe getting some love from Dayla. Dayla's been with me a few days and she's about to leave very shortly. Not a lot of snow on the mountains. The resident Parry's enjoying the sun. Plenty of newborn lambs in the neighbour's paddock now. That's Harry's old place over there. Piles of apple trees that were made redundant because of the market. The neighbour did a deal that you could go over and you could take firewood, but for every cord you cut, you had to cut him a cord. Your mate Arb came over and did that, and he soon found out it wasn't such a great deal because it's a lot of work to cut one cord. I'm gathering this here. It's horse dung from Sassy, the horse down the bottom paddock. Anyway, time to say goodbye to my daughter shortly. Good morning, good bastards. Dayla's going to be 23 next month, in August. She hasn't told me still what she wants for a birthday present.
I did.
Oh, you did too, that's right, yeah. That's right, yeah. Pair of boots.
Wow.
I'm limping a little bit. I've got a pulled groin. I've got a pulled muscle in my arm. I took a young guy hunting bracks yesterday and he stuck his first pig, and I'll be bringing you guys that as soon as I find time to sit down and eat it. But I thought I'd just smack out a snap vlog this morning because I can easy and quickly, and I'll get a chance to sit down for a few hours and edit that. It's a really, really good hunt with a good outcome for a keen young man, and I was really impressed with him. He had this piece of hair in the front that hung down like this all the time. Did I tell you, Dayla?
It's style.
Yeah, it's a style that pissed me off because he kept on flicking it everywhere and flicking it in the camera and flicking it in my face because we're going through the wet bush. But I thought, nah, I won't give him a hard time about it because he's just a 12-year-old boy trying to find his way, and that's his identity. But it has to go at some stage because it's just a piece of hair that hangs down like this all the time, and yeah, a style that could piss you off.
It's pissing him off, not you.
Yeah, it's pissing him off?
If it shouldn't be your worry. You know?
No.
If he's annoyed by it, he'll get rid of it.
It didn't annoy me that much. I just think it would be easier for him. He'd see more things and not walk into more things. It blocks his vision. It's like a sheep with the hair hanging down. You know, you see a horse with the mane hanging down.
If he got the same haircut as you, then he would probably he'd have a harder time at school. I think.
A haircut like this.
It's easier for him to
Hey, do you like my hat?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that was knitted by Karen Pearce. Knit this for me. She knitted some
Lovely.
2 lots of little moccasins for the same stuff, or little slippers.
Slippers.
Yeah.
I need some slippers.
I'll show you guys the lambs before I go in. That's Mum and Dad over there, and the lambs. I put little covers on them to stop them getting too wet. There's another one hiding behind Dad somewhere. His Dad lying down on his horn. Oh, there we go. Baby having a drink, and lamb on the other side of Dad, who's just lying down there in the sun. That's Dad's offspring there. I swear that little fantail follows me right around the whole paddock. Back on the fence again. You will have seen in my last vlog that we've now got the scaffolding coming out here for the log cabin, and this is where the mezzanine floor comes out, up to here. These logs. Daniel was supposed to come yesterday, but he's actually a day late. He's coming today. He had to do some work, so it's going to come out. We're putting the reinforcing bolts in now. They start from there, they go right through to the very top, and they'll be going right around. It's just a beautiful log cabin, and it's a work in progress. This is the back wall. The concrete pad goes out to there for the Hobbit fireplace. It'll go up to there, and there'll be a back door. We'll cut that out too. We're going to have a window up in here and a window in there. And g'day, Johnny. And this is doorway's going to go to the top, and there'll be my bedroom above that and the mezzanine floor. Hey, Pace. Yeah, you might sleep out there. Look under his here. He's been whacked around quite a bit the last few days hunting. The last weeks he's been caned a bit, haven't you? Right, let's get you guys in the kennel. I had a dream last night that I was sleeping up there. I had a deer hanging up. I don't shoot many deer. And I had a brand new V8 Land Cruiser parked there. And I woke up in the morning, I looked outside, and there was this V8 Land Cruiser. And I thought, oh, I own that. It was another one of my manifestations. It's been going on for a long time now. It was a beautiful big cruiser. Anyway, dreaming is where everything begins. I remember as a kid, we used to build these tree huts. And we'd be me and my mate would be so around the clock building these tree huts, and we'd go outside and we'd start working on it. Then Mum would call us in, come on, lunch is ready, and we didn't want to eat, but we'd go and scoff our lunch, go back out and keep on building it. We'd work on it for days during the school holidays, and eventually we finally built the tree hut, and then we'd sit in it once or twice and eat our lunch and then never go in it again. I think it's a bit like everything you do in life. It's the dreaming of it and the creating of it, that's the fun, and actually having it, well, that's all right, but it's the journey on the way, I reckon. Hey, Poe, where's Pace gone? Get in your box, Pace. Get in your box, Pace. Good boy, Pace. You good boy, Johnny. Waiting for their posse. Good dog. I've been putting a little bit of this X-Seed, particularly for the older dogs, Poe and Nut. I am giving all the dogs a bit, but this is just to give them some of that EPA, DHA, omega-3. It's got some green muscle in it. Not a lot, just a wee bit of a supplement for each one. Johnny and Pace get some too. You wait for the command. Nut, leave it. Nut, leave it, Nut. Eat up. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. He's still taking a long time to learn to eat on command. And Johnny growls at me, and Pace barks, and Poe, well, she's just good in every way you could imagine, aren't you, Poe? Good girl. Now what I'm doing here is I'm taking John's food away from him. It's just part of training, aggression training, pretending to eat it myself. He's like, what the fuck? Good boy. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Eat up. Good boy. It's about him knowing that I'm the boss and he eats when I say, and he does. It's all part of the training for stock proofing and everything else, and it seems to work okay, but of course they're dogs and they're always going to be dogs, and it's not necessarily 100% right. There's different methods I've read about aggression training and that, and Johnny has a couple of problems. One is that he doesn't jump in the kennel when I tell him to, jump into the truck when I tell him to. He does it on his own time, and the other thing he does is he barks when I get to the kennel. Now, two things I've been working on, but they're hardwired into his brain. I don't know really what to do about it. We've caught a lot of small pigs like this year. They've been in abundance. It was in a place we just struggled to get to, and a lot of hunters wouldn't have bothered even going for it. And the young fella was like, oh, it's a pig. I can hear it squealing. And I couldn't hear it at first. And I said, we're going to get to that pig. And it was only 100 metres up, but it was just horrible. First of all, it was gorse, and that was gorse and blackberry. You couldn't go over the top of it. You had to actually go underneath. And the young fella, well, you'll see the hunt when we get to it. And it was still alive when we got to it. It had enough size in it where 4 dogs hadn't killed it. So I taught him how to stick a pig properly. But I was impressed with his overall keenness and not complaining about stuff. A lot of kids will complain, and it was horrible. We went, so we'll be bringing you that hunt. I'm looking forward to bringing you that hunt. I've just inherited these off my mother, my stepmother at least. She is my mum, but she's my stepmum. And they've all come for the chop. They've all stopped laying, haven't you? Not paying the rent, so off comes the head. Although I don't know when we'll get round to doing that. Yeah, they're very tame. They've been all pets, haven't they? Look at them. You can pat them like that. Actually, like little dinosaurs, these guys. They'll kill each other given a chance. So they're not laying. This is an old chicken. I mean, you get about 2.5 years of laying, and then they're pretty much stuffed. So that's another job I've got to do. I've also got a bull I've got to kill this month. Anyway, good bastards, just a short one. I've got to spend a bit of time with my daughter before she goes. She's on the road now. Where did you get that bag? Remember that ad? Geez, it so resembles something you get at a shopping centre, honey. I just don't know where you can buy them, possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah? Look very suspicious to me. Dayla used to have an orange Demio, but the pan rusted out the bottom of it. She picked up this beast for pretty cheap, actually. What was it, a couple of grand, sweetheart?
Yeah, like 15.
15, good buy.
From a friend though, and like they gave me a deal on it. It's like really good condition. It's just done really high case, but it's really well looked after. And I'm going to sell it in probably like 3 months.
Tell us about your tin-ass selling of the orange mouse-infested Demio. Tell us about the condition of it. I couldn't even sit in it for very long. It stunk so bad. You left food and you'd gone away. You left food in there. The mice had taken over, literally. You sold it for $500. It needed about 2 grand of work done for the...
It would be 2 grand if you weren't a mechanic.
So
it needed like some welding in the wheel well, but like whoever bought it could just do that themselves, you know.
Bit of a job still all the same. Not
still
just...
a bit of a job. Like the engine, everything worked sweet.
Well, it had a lot of damage too, with the outside mirrors and things were falling off, and she looked pretty rough.
It had one mirror that I got replaced. Yeah. It wasn't falling apart. It was a good car.
The inside door was cut out so you could wind the window up.
That was one. No, that wasn't what it was there for.
What was it? What was it cut out for?
It was because it got jammed shut, and then I had to open it when I was like 17, and then I took it to a mechanic and got it repaired. It's just like a cosmetic.
So what'd you get for it in the end?
$500.
$500. And did it come with any mice?
Yeah.
How many?
3.
What, three blind mice?
3 blind mice. I sold the 3 blind mice.
Were they in the car when you sold it?
Yeah, I showed him the mice. They were running around the wheel well. It was an accident. I was showing him the rust. I lift up the space saver, and then there were 3 mice running
Oh
circles.
my god. So there's mouse urine and poo through all the seats to the fabric. They were inside the roof of it when I went in there. So they peed in the ceiling, and I would have paid $500 to have that taken away. You know what that was?
What? I had so many people asking to buy it.
Darling, that was leptospirosis on wheels, that car. That's what that was.
It was a moving home. It was a portable home.
Oh yeah, it was really
portable
bad.
home for mice.
Yeah. Anyway, you're off now, yeah? Is this goodbye?
No, we're going to do the pig. I need to...
Oh, I got to do the pig, yeah, right.
Yeah, that's why I've been like, hurry up.
Ah, right,
because I
okay,
wanna make some
yeah.
pork.
Dayla and I are going to knock the skin off that pig, and I'm going to give her all the pork, and I'm going to give the other boy...
Or some of the pork.
Well, some of it. I'm actually going to give the other boy a whole lot of pork to take home for his family, but I'll give you enough to take. You haven't got a freezer, have you? Or a fridge?
Nah, I was going to give them to one of my mates. Actually, the people who sold me this cart real cheap, I'm going to bring them some pork.
Going to give them a bit of pork. Okay, we'll skin that now. We're going to skin that now and say goodbye. Okay, good bastards. Have a good one. Be good, can't be good, be careful, and I'll bring you that hunting video as soon as I get a chance. See you later. Right, let's go and skin a pig.
Yeah, I got to go in like half an hour.
Well, it takes less than half an hour to do a pig, sweetheart.
But also...
Do it in 5 minutes, knock the skin off that.
Do I need to get something to put it in?
Yeah, you're going to need something to put your meat in.
Well, like, do you have any, like, bags?
Just grab one of those rubbish bags. Those white ones, they're fine.
Really?
Yeah, grab that. And
Freezer bags?
yeah, there's some freezer bags too, but the rubbish bag will be fine. There's also the white bag for anything big, or you can take some freezer bags for smaller meat. Right, we'll get into this. See you later.